Hey, what's going on? This is Mike. Wanted to come on here really briefly to talk about whether or not you should hire an advertiser. All right, so by the end of this video, my hope is that you'll be like in a better position to say, hey, like I'm ready to hire somebody or I'm not ready. All right, so hear me out for a couple minutes here. Okay, so many of you have a business, right? And what your business technically is, there's an input to the business. There's time that's spent doing certain things. There's stuff that's produced. There's products that's made, that's served. There's services that's rendered, right? There's something that goes in, and oftentimes it takes money to do some of that stuff, right? But then on the other side of it, you want to fuel it with like projects and things that you want people to actually consume, right? Let me walk this way. So what you do is you say you want to start marketing, right? The challenge is that some of you haven't figured out, like you haven't optimized the business part yet to be able to say, if I were to hire a marketer, this is how much more money I would make relative to how much I'm making without the marketer. Okay, so hear me out again. Many of you haven't calculated how much you would be making greater or more relative to how much you're making now without the marketer. So if you're making like, let's say $1,000 a month from your business right now, you have to be able to say, hey, like, you have to be able to say, hey, if I hire a marketer, I want to be able to make 5. I just heard somebody cough on the balcony there, so I'm not walking that way. You got to be able to say, hey, I want to make 5, 6, 7, right? So then if you're able to say, I'm gonna make 5, 6, 7 grand if I hired a marketer, then that means that's the worth of the marketer. The value of the marketer is that amount. That's what your projected amount is, you know? So if you don't have that, it's very difficult to know what your marketer's worth. Like, you don't know, you have no clue. Like, the marketer's not worth anything if you're not able to sort of quantify how much more money you would make because of the marketer, you know? So I urge you, calculate that first. If you don't have that calculated, most likely you're not ready. You're probably not ready yet to market. I have a calculator that you can download that'll enable you to import all of your services, all of your products. You can input the amount that you're looking to sell. And after you download it, the aim is for you to play with it a little bit to say, hey, what's my capacity? Like, how many more products or how many more services can I get rendered? And once you're able to say, hey, with a marketer, I can triple, quadruple my return, that is when you communicate that to your marketer. You communicate that to your marketer or that to your advertiser, and then you have to look at what their confidence level is in helping you achieve that. Okay? You work together to make sure that their confidence level is high in their ability for you to achieve that. Don't just hire a marketer and say, help me get more. More is not a business objective. More is not a business objective. Never tell a marketer more. Never tell a marketer more. Always have something like very objective.
Listen, an open can of beer on the table.
Really? Always tell your marketer something that is very subjective, something that you can measure. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for you to get the most out of your marketer, because you won't know what most means. All right. If you have any questions, okay, I work with small business owners on figuring a lot of this stuff out. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. If you would like to check out that spreadsheet that'll enable you to kind of play with your numbers a little bit, let me know. I'd love to send it to you. All right, everybody, take care, and I hope to speak with you soon or to answer any of your questions. All right, check out the events page on my Facebook and on my website to see some of my upcoming webinars and some of my upcoming lives and Zoom calls, so that so you can tune in and I can be a resource to you. All right, take care.